Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Formula of Alignment. This is week number 3, and today the topic is the importance of rituals. The importance of rituals, of building rituals, of destigmatizing them, of understanding why rituals help so much when you're trying to self-actualize or move into a higher frequency or quantum leap. And I'm going to forewarn you, I'm a little under the weather, but I still decided to show up because I feel like this is a message that needs to be said. I feel better than I was feeling, so if you hear a little, or you see an extra cutout or something because I need to cut out a sniffle or a little cough or blow my nose, suck on the lodgings, I apologize in advance, but still here with a message for you. But our rituals have such a bad, meaning, or people think it's such a bad meaning behind them, but really what rituals are, it's just repetition with intention attached to it. So you repeat something with the intention to feel safe, with the intention to feel sexy, with the intention to get rich, with the intention of getting better health, with the intention to feel beautiful. That's all it is. I'm not going to act like there aren't bad rituals. There's good and bad to everything. So there are repetition with the intention to harm someone sometimes, with the intention to hex someone sometimes. But it's really what you set the intention for, whether which ritual will turn out good or bad. It conditions your nervous system to a state of safety. You cannot believe yourself into a safe nervous system. You can't, without putting the intention and the action behind it. Just like you can't believe yourself into 50 pounds lighter. You can't have a strong belief or sense that it will happen, but you cannot sit there with no action and just believe yourself into what you want or who you want to be. Like this, when you go to like a new job on your first day, especially if it's a field you've never been in, you're nervous, sometimes you're a little anxious, you're scared to mess up, you might move a little slower, you might stumble around, but give yourself about 6 weeks at that job. You are fully intact. Things, well, most jobs, most times you're fully intact, you're feeling better and getting into the groove of things. So everything around you is a ritual. So just like you go to the jobs and you learn the order of the codes and ethics and everything around there, your nervous system needs to learn that by repetition, by doing it over and over until you finally feel safe. And I understand sometimes, because when I first started meditating, I'm not going to lie, things were swirling around in my mind. I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, it's not going to work. But I kept showing up. I made it a ritual to get up and to meditate at least once a day for 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, one day, when my body was calm and my nervous system was safe, it turned on a different level of knowing for me. Why they matter. Without feeling safe inside yourself, any change, good or bad, feels like a threat to your nervous system. Your nervous system and your brain, they don't know really what reality is. So your nervous system is constantly being shaped by what's happening around you, whether it's good or bad. Excitement and fear have the same exact pattern in your nervous system, especially when you're in survival mode, because in survival mode, you can have some good times, but it's usually overpowered by anxiety, worry, stress. You become boxed into the idea that everything is always happening to me instead of for me. So creating rituals in all facets of your life, whether it's wellness, whether it's health, whether it's financially, whether it's self-care. It's like putting labels on what each feeling really is instead of having them all mushed in one big bundle because you're so like this in life. That's what you talked about, flow state. And flow state is the state of being, no matter what's going on, what's happening. It's just the state of being present. When you start practicing rituals, those are like the exercises to be able to get you in that state of flow and stay in that state of flow more often. When your nervous system is calm and you understand that no matter what is going on around you, good or bad, it's always happening for the greater good of you. Through uncertainty, that it becomes more workable, more adaptable. You're able to adapt. Another phrase you might have heard is making lemons out of lemonade. The more you are able to trust yourself, the more your nervous system is able to stay in the state of flow through adaptability. See, it all ties in. Flow is the practice. Rituals are the exercise. And what rituals do to keep you in a state of flow is trust yourself and be able to stay calm and adapt more. It gets you out of a victim mode. It gets you out of a woe is me. It gets you out of getting stuck in loops. It gets you out of having a great spiral or letting yourself fall apart completely. To practice rituals. When do you need to practice rituals? Really every day, honestly. But this is so that life won't start feeling chaotic for you, or when you are in chaos, when you are starting to feel chaos in your life ensue, Start practicing rituals. When you're feeling drained, beat down by life, start practicing rituals. Affirmations, meditation, just staying present and being present in the moment, self-care. When consistency starts to feel difficult, like you start to feel burnout, you might be feeling burnout because there's no balance. You don't have things that you do to pour in your cup while you're pouring out into other cups. Even if the cups are your babies, even like as in children, or your babies as in businesses, or you have a strong purpose of things, like to give to the community and give to the world, you still need to have certain rituals to practice to create balance within your system. You need grounding, or when you don't understand that you need grounding, and you need grounding when you start to bed rot, when you have a sense of feeling disconnected from life. Like I said, bed rotting, doom scrolling, returning to old habits that you have passed up or you haven't been doing. Also, when you let your mind just go. Sometimes when you don't set intention and give your mind things to do, the mind is made to think. So it's just going to think. It's going to think good thoughts, bad thoughts, random thoughts. That's why sometimes you be sitting somewhere and you have a funny thought pop in your mind and you start laughing. Or you be sitting somewhere and you have a traumatic thought from your past pop in your mind and it takes you out of your flow or your frequency that you're in. It doesn't mean that something's really wrong. All it means is your nervous system has shifted either to the past or to the future a little bit too much out of the present. So how to practice it? If you're just getting started or you're coming from a place of just getting back to yourself after being off or ungrounded or unbalanced for a minute, take it slow. Choose one thing per day. Like me, when I came out of a really, really deep depression, the one thing that I knew I could focus on daily was skincare. Everything else started to slowly move, but the more and more I practiced skincare, the safer I felt to go on and do other things. Like, okay, now I can start putting clothes back on. So now I can start dressing more. Now I can start wearing makeup again. Now and then, before you know it, your ritual of self-care has formed. Or when you're trying to get into a fitness journey, you take that slow too and do it intentionally to mark things off the list. Do it with the intention to actually embody what you're trying to do. Just like when you're trying to get back fit, start slow. Take your walk for 15 minutes a day, and then the more your body's saying, "Oh, she's fine," that's what I had to do before. The more my body said, "Oh, she's going to move us. She's actually going to move us," the more it signaled my body to want to be moved. And excuse me if you hear the wind blowing. Very hard to ground yourself when you're starting to feel anxious, when your mind is starting to race, when you're noticing your repeating old habits, when you're noticing your started bed rot. Put the device down, sit up in the bed, and just notice something. Notice one small thing that's in that room with you or in the area around you. Like I just said, the wind was blowing hard. Notice the wind, how hard it's blowing outside. Or notice the buzzing of the refrigerator. Or notice the ticking of a clock and bring your full attention to that moment. A very popular one is spoken about, and you could do this whether you have grass near you or you don't. If you don't have grass near you, imagine there's grass. Put grass, a visualization of grass on your TV. Buy you a grass mat. Buy you a piece of grass mat from the store and put it in your room or somewhere in your home that you feel safe. And when you need to ground, go stand on top of that grass or go outside to actual grass and put your feet in that grass and feel one. Feel one with the earth. Feel, because we are, I keep reiterating this, and I will do a video on this eventually. We are the earth. We are elements of the earth. So to ground yourself, return to who you are through connecting with it physically. Tell yourself, another way is to tell yourself that you are safe, that you are here, you are safe, you're allowed to be present. This worked with me extremely well when I was first coming out of severe anxiety and depression and years of trauma. I would let my mind race so bad. I would be in the store, mind racing, bumping into people on accident. People say, "Are you okay?" Them even being able to physically see I wasn't okay. Me looking afraid. And I learned this practice through my therapist. She told me it's okay to tell yourself that you're okay and take a deep breath. And it definitely works for me. Or to pinch your finger right here and to tell yourself that that's the sensation, the same sensation the grass gives you, this gives you. It lets you know, it lets you feel that you're actually in the moment. And this is one you can do when you're having a traumatic PTSD flashback, because I've been through those. And I also learned this from mental health services, is to take inventory of things around you visually. So pick 5 things in the room, look at it, examine it intensely, like right here behind me or behind you guys, there's a pink clip. So I would look, I would say, okay, there's a pink clip. It's a square pink clip. It has a quilted pattern on it. And I would observe the pink clip, and I would breathe deeply and let it out. And I would sit with that, and I would shift to something else. There's a black speaker, and then so on and so forth. Pick you 5 of them, and for me, they've always helped, so I hope they'll help for you. And elements that will help you with forming rituals sometimes is setting your intentions with fire. That's why burning candles is so popular and important to a lot of people in their rituals that you see. Another big powerful one is water. Going to water, being by water, burning water on your burning water, playing waterfalls on your TV, playing a fireplace on your TV. Also, another good element to use is devotion. Is devoting yourself to, no matter what, you're going to stay up to your rituals. No matter if you're feeling good, if you're feeling bad, picking the smallest part of it. If you can't do the whole thing, pick the smallest part. Life throw you off a little bit of what you're going for, what you're dreaming for. To still keep that in the back of your mind and work towards it somehow. Pivot through that situation. Don't let your mind get you to a state where you feel like it's not possible anymore. Still work on it in whatever capacity you can for life, in life or for life at that time. And tending to your passions or the things that you need, whether you feel enthusiastic or not about it. Procrastination creeps up on you fast, and it can swallow you whole if you do not decide to devote to yourself in your rituals. One of the last things I want to say is to start. I've had that problem before with waiting for the biggest right moment to start a ritual. Oh, I need this, I need that, I need this. No, if you want self-care and you don't got the money to go to spas and everything, go get yourself some things from the dollar store, go get yourself some things from the hair store, and create your ritual, because that makes space for the timeline that you're trying to move into, or the slot. It opens up that slot to let the universe know that you're willing and you're accepting to make space for that thing that you want. It's something you can use to really plan it in your head. The click for me is consistency is a form of self-trust. The more consistent I am, the more I know that I'm showing up for myself and I can trust myself. So if you're feeling like life is spiraling out of control, or it has, and you know that you're destined for greater, and you just want to take control of your situation, the first way to start is to start practicing rituals. If it's anything if you're in a situation or a place that you can't control right now, if you're in a situation where you can't control certain circumstances, the circumstances you can control is rituals in yourself. So the best explanation that I've heard that really helped things click for me is, no matter what's going on in the outer world or outside of you, the external world, only thing you can do is control your internal world. And when you control your internal world, that makes stability. It enforces stability inside of you, because things are going on no matter what in life, in the world. Things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. Bizarre things are going to happen. Funny things are going to happen. Joyful, blissful things are going to happen. And they're all just going to happen no matter what. So the only thing that you can do is create rituals to keep yourself grounded because one thing we do know is we don't know what's going to happen next. You never know what's going to happen next in life. But you can choose the perspective you meet that moment with. And the choice you meet it with is either going to take you higher or it's going to bring you all the way back down. So no matter what circumstance you are in right now, no matter the place you are in life, pick one small thing. Think about one small thing you can start doing today to feel more grounded and empowered in yourself, and start doing it one by one, step by step, day by day. And before you know it, you'll be able to escape the life with flow. Not force, not motivation, not procrastination, but pure flow. My last clip did have some technical difficulties, but I did want to thank you for watching. I hope something here resonates with you. I also invite you to join me for next Monday's Formula of Alignment.